Good morning. I'm pulling out of my space at Starbucks. Okay. Good morning. It's early, so we're gonna see who's up early this morning. It's early on a Saturday morning, but we're gonna see who's up early. I had a chance to kind of come down after yesterday. Thank the Lord that every day is fresh and new. That's what I am super grateful for, that every day I wake up and it's a fresh and new day. And I am going to embrace that. Today is a fresh new day. Good morning. I am well. I had a good night's sleep. I went to bed at 9:30. I went to bed at 9:30, y'all. I had a good solid night's sleep and rested my mind, said my prayers, prayed for the men, prayed for our black men specifically, that God could heal their hearts or God could speak to their hearts. And I went to bed. I worked a very long day, but yeah, I was on fire yesterday. And the good news is I had lots of people, lots of friends, followers, and people I didn't even know, like, reach out and encourage me. So there is still greatness in the world. I know that in my very soul and my very being, but it is nice to be reminded of that. There is still goodness. There's still positivity. There are still people who are amazing out there in the world. So I thank you. Sometimes the encourager needs encouraging. So thank you so much. But I wanted to come on this morning because I had a girlfriend send me a video of a young lady who was, and I don't know how she videotaped this, but she went out on a date with a guy, and at the end of the date, the guy, she actually said, hey, let me know what my part is. I'm happy to pay my part. And he was like, oh no, I got it. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that. So she actually offered to pay for her part of the date. That I don't do that. And I don't encourage any woman to do that. And fellas, I'm gonna be frank. I don't care how you feel about that. I don't encourage any woman who has been asked out by a man on a date to have dinner, to go to a movie, to go to Topgolf or anything else, that if that man asks me out, yes, I am assumptively going to believe that he is treating me. And I am going to thank him profusely for treating me, because I believe in my self-worth and my self-love that I'm worth $35, $40, $45. So, some of the men will say, well, you should offer. No, I'm not. I really am not. I am an old-fashioned girl, and I have no problem telling any man that. I am an old-fashioned girl. I believe in the ways of old. Okay? So she actually went as far as to say, hey, I'll pay my part. He's like, oh, no, I got it. Then he proceeds to ask if he could walk her to her room. And that's when things went a little awry. Okay? That's when things went off the track. So what I did not like about her response was she was unsure. She was hesitant and unsure and like stumbling over her words. No, thank you. No, thank you. And that would have been said with a smile. If he continued to push me, I would have said, I'm surprised that you're not, accepting my no. Like, help me to understand why you're not accepting my no. That's when the dark feminine would have showed up. So apparently there's this thing called golden retriever energy. I'm just finding out about it. Apparently men can have this energy, women can have this energy, this golden retriever energy, right? This, oh yeah, sure, that type of energy. Okay? There's a thing called golden retriever energy, right? Just good and sweet and positive all the time. Well, sweethearts, I want to teach you about American bully energy. I want to teach you about American pit bull energy. I have mastered that energy. I have mastered female pit bull energy. Okay? And please don't make me bite. Like, I don't want to bark, but don't make me bite. Because you don't want a female American pit bull. You don't want a female American pit bull to have to bite. Like, that's what? 50, 70 pounds of pressure. And that's a locked jaw bite. You don't want that. Okay? So, no. Okay, he says, him asking you out has nothing to do with your worth. Him asking you on a date verified your worth. Honoring your time is worth. Time is worth, not money. No, those two things are not connected. Okay? I know my worth. I don't need anyone to validate my worth or value. I know my worth. Okay? So that's why if someone asks me out, I believe that I am worthy for that person to pay for that date. I believe I am worthy to have a stranger in Starbucks buy me coffee. I believe I am worthy to have a man marry me, buy me a ring, marry me, and put me in a house that I make a home, and we have children together, and I don't work. I believe I am worthy of that. That's why I allow those things to happen, because I believe in my worth. So just understand that. It doesn't come from anybody outside of me and God. Me and God have determined what my worth is. That's it. Okay? But yes, back to the dark and light feminine energy. So for the most part, I lead with light feminine energy. I lead with light feminine energy with people, men and women, for the most part, warmth and kindness and compassion for others. But every now and again, the dark feminine energy has to show up. And ladies, this is the part where you have to master the shadow, where you have to embrace the shadow side of yourself. That part of yourself exists. I believe it's in every person. And you have got to meet it. You have got to embrace it. You've got to love it. Okay? And that's the part of yourself that it may be kind of yucky. It may be kind of bitchy. Okay, if I could say so, right? That's the difficult part of yourself. That is not the predominant energy that you're going to show anyone or a man. That's not my predominant energy. My predominant energy is light feminine. It's fun and flirty and, all of the things. But if my boundary gets pushed, if I feel a disrespect coming my way, that's when the dark feminine is going to show up. So that golden retriever energy is going to disappear. That's when the female American pit bull is going to show up. And you should never be afraid to use that energy. That energy will keep you safe. That energy will hold your boundaries. That energy will teach people everything they need to know about how to handle you. Okay? I work with women on how to integrate the shadow. You are going to integrate that dark feminine energy. I do not use that. Now, here's what I will say. I use that energy in business. I use dark feminine in business because I don't play about my money. Okay? When it comes to my money, I don't play. I use dark feminine energy in my business. I have to use it sometimes with my children. I have to use it sometimes with people who cross my boundaries, with people who want to disrespect me. Okay? That's when it comes out. But for the most part, I am in the light, fun, sexy, sensual, free, flirty energy. That's the energy that makes me feel good. That's the energy that just feeds my soul. But every now and again, I have to utilize that dark feminine energy. And ladies, you have got to learn how to do that too. That people pleaser energy, that's got to go. That's got to go. That I care about what other people think about me energy, that's got to go. That's got to go. Like I said, the only people who determine my worth and value is God and Anita. That's it. Okay? What everyone else thinks of me is their business. That's called none of my business. I have nothing to do with that. But God determines my worth and value. I determine my worth and value. I validate myself. I don't need to post half naked pictures on Instagram or Twitter at what's called X or Facebook or any. I don't need to do that. I know who I am. I know what I bring to any situation. I don't need to answer questions like, what do you bring to the table? And what are you going to do for me? And this and that. And like I always tell people, no one's ever asked me that. Right? That is a debate that is strictly had online. No self-respecting person asks another person, what do you bring to the table? Like, come on. That is an internet-only, debate that is happening. No self-respecting person is going to ask you that in real life. No self-respecting person is going to ask you in real life what your body count is. You need to separate the internet from real life. Okay? That's what that's called. Okay, he said, your time defines your worth, not paying $30 or $40. Your time is the most valuable thing about any of us. You can always get money, house, Starbucks, coffee. You cannot replace your time. Okay. All right. Yes, men do in person. Just had it happen on Wednesday. That automatically disqualifies him. Like, that is the easiest, that's an easy way to disqualify someone. The fact that you are asking me something that in my mind is a debate that should only be on the internet, I'm good. He just disqualified himself. I am good. So that's an easy no. I've never in my 56 years had a man ask me, what do I bring to the table or what my body count is? Because like I said, that's an easy no. Like, that's an easy disqualification. Like, seriously? Nope, he just disqualified himself. Sir, are you really going to ask me a question that technically should have remained on the internet? That technically is for social media. Like, that's not what adults do. That's not what adults do. Wow. Yeah, she said it's happening post-pandemic. Yeah, no. But to me, he's disqualified himself. He's shown himself to not be a man of, just class. Like, that's it. We only want to deal with men that are, quality men that have class. That's it. So to me, no. But you have to, one, become assertive. And you cannot be afraid of being direct and assertive. It's that people-pleasing energy. Oh, I've got to, leave this exchange with this person liking me. At that point, I don't care. So let me go on with the story with the young lady. So she's hemming and hawing about him walking her to the room, and it was not confident, was not assured. Oh, well, I don't know if they're going to let you up because, the key card will only let up people that are staying here or only let up people that are staying at the hotel. Oh, and then here we go. Oh, I get it. So yeah, I got it. She's like, no, it's not. And then here we go. Here come the back and forth. It's not like that. Blah, blah, blah. So, no, I'm not explaining. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not explaining myself. Oh, I get it. So yeah, I know what this is about. What are you talking about? Well, I'm more than willing. I guess you just wanted a free meal. I guess you just wanted a free meal. Guess what that man would have gotten in that moment? Can I be honest, y'all? Guess what that man would have got in that very moment? I would have picked up my purse. I would have walked clean out of that restaurant. See, y'all are afraid. Can I be real? Can I keep it real right now? A lot of y'all are afraid. You don't have the courage to use your dark feminine energy. You are afraid of pissing this person off or what they gonna think, what they gonna tell their friends. Y'all afraid of all of that. Anita ain't afraid of that. I ain't afraid of none of that. All day long. Once he said, I guess you just wanted a free meal. I guess, I would have picked up my purse. I would have took my purse off the back of that chair. This is how my face would have looked too. And let me get close so y'all can see it, okay? I would have walked away. There would have been no smile, there would have not been a hint of anything light in my face. I would have walked clean out of that restaurant. I would have left that check sitting right on that table and walked clean out of that restaurant to never be heard from again. And you all are afraid. You're afraid to stand on business. And instead of doing that, look what she's doing, going back and forth. Well, fine, I'll just pay for my part. Fine. You know, it's not like that and this and that. No, you just wanted a free meal. I see what this is about. And then look what he said. Yeah, let's go ahead and split it. You go ahead and pay your part. Really? This is what you're doing? Really? No, none of those words would have been spoken out of my mouth. Anita would have got her bag and looked at him like this and walked clean out of there. And his number would have been blocked from my phone, and that would have been that. And guess what? Whatever story he told about that night, whatever it was he said to whoever he said it to, that's called none of my business. It takes a level of courage, ladies, to be able to hold boundaries, to be able to use that American female pit bull energy. It takes courage. And that's what you're going to have to work on. Holding those boundaries, learning how to say no, thank you. No, I'm not able to do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. We don't know each other well enough to do that or whatever. But the fact that you, in that moment, there was a lack of confidence. There was a lack of assurance. It was, all this hemming and hawing. No, thank you. And I would have continued in my light with the no, thank you. But once you push that boundary, that dark feminine is just waiting in the wings. That dark feminine is just waiting in the wings. We're talking about dark feminine versus light feminine energy and how we as women have to learn how to integrate both. We have to have both because the dark feminine is what we're using, to raise our kids and to be in business and to, hold boundaries and hold people accountable and all of the things. Like that dark feminine energy, we have to learn how to integrate it. We can't be in golden retriever energy all the time. We got to bring out the female American pit bull energy. And again, you're not going to hear me bark and you don't want to see me bite. Right? I'm still going to keep it classy. This is what women don't understand. They bring out this rah-rah energy. Like and to me, that is the whole my bark is worse than my bite. No, Anita's not going to bark. But if I have to bite, I'm bringing down 70, 80 pounds of pressure and I'm locking down. Okay? As the old folks say, I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not using no words. And that's why I keep telling women, stop using all these words. I know we love words. I love words. I love words. But when it comes to feeling disrespected, when it comes to someone pushing against my boundaries, I have no words. I'm simply going to show you. But that's what should have happened. And she should have walked clean out of there. And I would have went to my phone, immediately blocked his number or whatever, and went about my life. That would have been that. I might have told my girlfriend about it. And the next day, it wouldn't even be a thought in my head. It wouldn't be a thought in my head. But see, we get all hemmed up and, can you believe he did that? Can you believe he said that? And then we tell everybody we know and this, that, and the third. And then we keep the energy going. No, give that person and that whole exchange no energy. No energy. I will not give that man any more energy than what he got from me sitting across the table. He would have got no more energy. Like I said, my friends even say, I specialize in treating people as if they don't exist. That is my specialty. That's what I've been told by more than a few. Anita, you cut people off, and I kid you not, they question their existence. They walk around like, you see me? Do you see me? Do you? Is it me? What's happening? What? I specialize in that. I specialize in giving you no more energy. You all need to learn it. We need to have a class. We need to, ain't God good? Ain't God good? That will be next month's masterclass. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. See how that just dropped in my spirit? The Lord said, that's next month's masterclass. Get ready. Well, next month is this month. Next month is this month. So the March Masterclass is on dark feminine versus light feminine energy. Okay. See, God is good. He be giving me content, y'all. He be giving me stuff to say. He really do. Dark feminine versus light feminine energy. Cause we need this. If I could be so bold, we need this. You have to develop the courage. You have to be willing to integrate your shadow. You have to be willing to tell a person no. You have to be willing to walk away. When I walk away from a man, when I go no contact with a man, that is my dark feminine energy. That is my dark feminine energy. I'm in that energy. And every time I think about that person, every time somebody brings that person's names up, that's what come up. So look, I'd be like, oh, and what about so-and-so girl? Yeah, that's just didn't work out. See? That it elicits that dark feminine energy right there. Okay? Prior to that, I'm like, yeah, girl, yeah, we gonna bowl in this and that. I'm all fun and friendly and flirty and free. You bring up that person that I had to walk away from, that dark feminine come out. Okay? So we're going to have this month's masterclass on that. We're going to talk about dark feminine versus light feminine. Oh, because I was thinking what this month's masterclass was going to be. I was like, I got to come up with a masterclass this month. That's what it's going to be. Because ladies, some of you are struggling with boundaries. Some of you are struggling with confidence. Some of you are struggling with saying no and knowing when to say no and when to, okay, well, let me think about that a little bit. Right? But we need this. We need this. And integrating the shadow. I'm going to talk quite a bit about shadow work and how to integrate the shadow. Dark feminine versus light feminine. When you are in each energy, we need to talk about this. So, God is good. He always gives me great ideas when I least expect it. Thank you so much for me this morning. It is a cold, rainy morning here, but we are getting ready for spring. I believe that winter is truly over because the temperature, I think right now it's 51. It's supposed to get up to 60 today, but I think winter is over. We're done. And I'm happy about it. It's getting lighter and lighter. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for all your encouragement. I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me. And as always, stay open to love.